Welcome to RK's online doubts clearing class. Look at the problem which is sent by one of the student. A solid sphere of mass m, radius a, has a spherical cavity of radius r by 2 such that the center of the cavity is a distance r by 2 from the center of the sphere. Okay? If a point mass m is placed inside the cavity, a distance r by 4 from the center of the sphere, you have to find gravitational pull between the sphere and the point mass. So let us discuss. So let us first find out gravitational field at any point inside a solid sphere. Look at. Okay. So look at this. So one interesting thing is the Gauss theorem is valid even in a gravitational field also, because the gravitational field and electrostatic field follow the same inverse square law. According to Gauss theorem, integral of g dot dA, where g is gravitational field which is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, is equal to 4 pi g is a constant into m enclosed, mass enclosed. This is the mass at any point. So if you apply the Gauss theorem, negative side indicates direction. So g into 4 pi r square is equal to 4 pi g into mass enclosed. Total mass by total volume, that is nothing but density. This is nothing but a density into volume of that part whose radius is r. 4 by 3 r cube. Okay? 4 by 3 r cube. That is the volume of the sphere whose radius is r. So from that you will get the gravitational field at any point inside a solid sphere is gm by r cube into r. Okay? gm by r cube into r, where r is the capital R is the radius of the sphere, small r is the distance of the point any inside the sphere, where r is less than capital R. Okay, so this is the formula. You can explore the same formula in terms of density. Okay, in terms of density. Okay, if applies in terms of density, okay, this is the formula. Gravitational field at any point inside where r is less than r, okay, where rho is the density, so g is proportional to r inside. Now let us calculate the gravitational field at any point inside the cavity. If there is a cavity, okay, let us use the principle of superposition. It's a very interesting problem here. So we know that g1 is gravitational field at a point P at any point inside the original sphere. Okay. 4 by 3 pi g rho into A, where A is this distance. Okay, fine. Okay. Now imagine there is another sphere of radius, okay, removed part. Okay. Okay. Then the gravitational field due to removed part is 4 by 3 pi g rho into B, where B is distance from the center of the removed part at observation point P. Okay. So now imagine there is a two gravitational field, one is due to original, one is due to removed part. Since you are removing the resultant gravitational field is G is equal to G1 minus G2. This is a vector subtraction. So 4 by 3 pi g rho A minus B. Okay. So what is A? The distance of observation point from the center of the original sphere. B is from the center of the removed part. So and from triangle law we know that R plus B is equal to A. So R is A minus B. So the gravitational field at any point inside a cavity 4 by 3 pi 0 r. Here what is r? R is the distance between center of the original sphere and center of the cavity. Center of the cavity. Okay? That means inside cavity gravitational field is constant. It depends on the distance between the center C1 and C2. That is r. Be careful. Okay? So inside the cavity gravitational field is constant. Inside cavity G constant. Be careful. This is a very important concept. Then let us solve the problem. So we know that G value at any point inside the cavity is r. So in this case G is equal to 4 by 3 pi 0. The distance between the original center and the removed part is r by 2. No doubt the particle is at r by 4. Don't worry. Okay. So we know the G value. G is constant. G constant inside cavity. Inside cavity. Field constant. Okay. So substitute the r value here. R is given as r by 2. Then F is equal to mg. So the force is equal to gm by 2r square into rho. So I am eliminating rho, where rho is total mass by total volume, 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, that's all. And same concept is applicable even for electrostatic also.